Welcome in, everyone, to this reading on Concise Clarity. I hope that within the pile or piles that you choose, you gain some much needed insight on your situation. I hope that it can be something very concise, apart from pile 0, who is a long extension of messages. I have kind of done each pile 1, 2, 3, and 4 so that there's a very simple message and then you can choose that that's all you needed to hear, or then I go if you wanted to hear more into more depth around your situation. So you have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then optionally they're all optional, but there's also a pile 0, which is... One moment, let me first introduce you to myself. Welcome in, I'm Weaver of Worlds. I welcome you. Mr. Squeaky Table / Mr. Wobbly Table welcomes you. And the notebook of the channel, Mr. O Paper, also welcomes you. So the point of that was O is obscure, which is pile 0, and then paper stands for pick a pile reading, which goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So pile 0 is the obscure one. It is a bit different. It's kind of me just chilling more, like I'm just drinking a drink and eating some frozen berries in this one, while I kind of get into the energy of all the readings. So if you are unsure about which pile to pick, you can obviously just test them. They're relatively concise to begin with, I feel, so you would probably know pretty soon if it's your pile, but in case you want to see the cards, I'll show them to you. So we have the Hermit and Ace of Spikes for pile 1, we have 10 of Hearts for pile 2, we have 8 of Hearts for pile 3, and we have 8 of Spikes for pile 4. Let me just check the camera to see if that's in view. And then for pile 1, we have Adventure, Polarity, Hesitation, and Protection. I will also mention pile 0 is kind of the accumulation of every pile, even though it kind of seemed more tied to pile 1. It is kind of... it's supposed to be more the energy of all of them, but messages come through depending on who chooses the pile, so yeah. Don't know if that made any sense, but I said it. If you would also like to see more of each pile's energy, if you're still unsure or you just want to see it, the reading today is done on this little piece of paper. So this is pile 0, the circle part that kind of waves out into all of the piles. And then we have, and those two, the Concise Clarity and those two symbol things. And then pile 1 is this main looking image with the radiating out. Then pile 2 is this creature diving deep. Is this it? Question mark. That's what I felt like your pile 2s were asking. Is this it? And then we have pile 3, which has a gate and the number 3 illuminated and the word yes. And then pile 4 is this part here with the quotations of "I'm suspicious of you," which I felt is what pile 4 was saying about someone else. So yeah, this is Weaver of Worlds. I'm sending you much love, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Bye! Oh, readings! If you pick more than one. Welcome in, pile number 0. I was just about to already call you my favourite pal. Okay. That sounded like I was saying favourite pal. Anyway, I guess this isn't the intro. I was going to welcome you to Miss Squeaky Table and Miss Wobbly Table and Mr. O Paper, but I guess you've already been welcomed, unless you skipped the intro, in which case, good job, I half introduced you to them. I have frozen fruit, and I have it in a Chinese container that was just sticking to the the floof because it's so freezing, you know, being frozen and all. Actually, I'll keep the lovely fruit in shot. How about here? How about here? How about here? There we go. Okay. I also have me a hot chocolate. It's like a hot cacao mushroom blend thing, but it's in, like, I had a little bit of oat milk left at the bottom, so I just filled it up in this, and now it's really scary because it does not feel safe. It feels like it could explode at any moment. Anyway, I guess I should mention, unless I mentioned already, I feel like I will have forgotten to mention it in the intro. This is going to be a bit of a setup, Pile Zero. Well, definitely, well, not definitely. There's no definitely with me. I'm planning on getting into the energy of every pile, and then probably also pulling some cards for this individual pile too, but primarily it's just going to be like a slow chill as I get into the energy of the reading and drink my stuff and eat my stuff. Oh, nice. Earlier I was afraid that it was too hot. Oh, I'm so afraid of putting it on the floof. And oh, there's the hairs. Those are hairs. Okay, I think this setup with this beautiful plant, succulents that have grown. This is like all of, almost every one of these succulents are the same plant. It's all one, apart from like this dude. The rest of them are just one guy, my special little succulent guy. Okay. The pages in this notebook. You know, I'm feeling messy today, and it's kind of annoying. Or like, now I'm feeling messy. Like, I just cleared a bit of my room. Not that like there was really much to clear, which is kind of why it's still feeling grumpy. Is that why? I don't know. I think it's more me. My energetic space feels messy internally. Part of why I wanted to do this reading was because I just got clarity myself on my own situation, and that just made me so like, oh my god, like I this was such needed clarity, and it felt so good to receive it. It felt so good, and I was like, okay, I really, like, I want other people to have access to this sort of relief. But I'm also still in the process of like really understanding, and a lot of what I'm going through, there's just a lot of mystery surrounding it. Basically, my clarity, I wonder if this will be for you too. Yeah, we're already getting into pile 0 before I write the title. What was I saying? My own clarity. What was my clarity? Sometimes when I go to speak, I just lose like every sense of like that words even exist. I just blank. Okay, let me ground again. Yeah, my own clarity was basically the message of, you don't need clarity yet. It is basically like, I wanted to know, I wanted to mentally understand my situation. I wanted to know, is it this path or is it this path? Is it this path? Is it this path or is it this path? Basically. And like, why is it this path and why is it this path? Like, I wanted to understand some interminglings, and I wanted to understand which what would happen. Yeah, I wanted to know what would happen, basically. Or like which one I want. Nah. I just wanted to understand mentally. And the guidance was just like, you will get all that clarity, you'll get all the understanding, but you just have to wait for those external stimuli, those external circumstances to come in. Like, you will be shown. You're not going to be in the dark forever, but right now you are. And that was all the clarity I needed. It was like, oh my god, yeah. It's like, I like kind of knew that before, but when it comes in a certain way, then you're like, okay, oh, now I get it. Like, just change the angle at which you receive a word. Blood! Ah! What does that mean? Feels significant for someone. Someone dealing with an energy vampire, sucking the blood out of you. I kind of want to keep that. Shall we do a sneakerino and write on this page and not this page? Oh, yeah, because okay. I think this reading is literally gonna be all about, hey, I know you came here for some clarity, but there's a lot of unknowns. And I guess everyone's way of, like, that angle of receiving what you already know to be true will be different for each pile. But yeah, let's do this part of the paper. I was gonna say something else then. Also, I don't know how to spell concise and I didn't look it up. Concise clarity. It alliterates, and that's how you know it's cool. Oh, cool! That's also a C. What's up with the C's? See you later. What is with my mood? I actually, when I got the desire to... Should I zoom in for you? No. Yeah, I'll zoom in that far. No, you can't. Oh, you can. I was gonna say, no, you can't see me drinking my drink, but you could kind of see it come out. What was I saying? Pile 0. But I was gonna say, pile 0, you get to see all the Flongbigingi's part of me that has no trail of, no, like, direction. Because pile 0 is so just, it's obscure. That's those of you who are unaware. Paper stands for obscure pick a pile reading, and pile 0 is the obscure pile. So it's like, you are getting a bit of boggledy-book. But then in my head I was like, okay, yeah, but I'm kind of like this in the readings also. Hot chocolate is good. It's so good. I miss this. See, I have gone like 4 days without doing a reading, like a YouTube filming. 4 days, is it? I think I did one on, maybe I didn't actually do one on Friday. I think I maybe just uploaded one on Friday and did one on Thursday. Maybe I did one on Friday and it is currently Tuesday, probably. Yes, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. And it has felt like a long time. I feel like I needed this, like, light-hearted sharing. Okay. Why did that feel so... Maybe that was, like, channeled for you. Maybe a lot of you need some just light-heartedness. Maybe you're really bogged down by this wanting clarity. And maybe a lot of pile 0s, it will come through, like, release. I am feeling that for, like, all the piles, actually. Should we do pile 0? Pile 0 is not supposed to be a proper pile. It's not supposed to have its name on the notebook, but it's getting its name on the notebook. Ooh, it's taking up a lot of space. I wonder if there'll be a lot of pile zeros in this reading, in this collective, or that it will just, yeah, I feel like it will ripple out into all the readings. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's because I said okay, something like that after saying that I wanted or needed that playful, like lightheartedness again, and there felt something significant, like I had just said something that needed to get out, or it felt like the kind of thing that I do in readings, not in just casual talking. Like okay. I'm gonna zoom out again because I feel like if I was watching, I would want to know, like, or let me reword that. I am deliberately making sure you can see me bring this out, because maybe that's just me. Is that my insecurity of like me thinking that like, oh, I can't not be speaking for any amount of time. I have to always be like showing you that I'm doing something, or and that like, yeah, this is a message for you, by the way. This isn't just random. And now I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, basically, I feel like you're like, the fact that I even called it concise clarity, it's like you're trying to get a direct answer, but like we see with what I've drawn already, if you can see, it's like, no, there's no concise clarity. No. It's like, it feels it in waves. It feels like, it feels like there just needs to be a surrender of not knowing. Yeah, I feel like some of you think that you have to be knowing, or else it won't work out, but that's not the truth. The truth is that everything will work out, and it will work out on its own, and you can just rest. I think maybe a lot of you are afraid of just resting because you think you need to keep on top of everything. No. Ain't none of that over here. I feel like you need warming up. I'm getting drawn to the fact, or drawn to how drinking this feels, and it feels very necessary. Like, like even I might suggest drinking a hot drink. It might like calm your nervous system. Brain, why are you trying to make me bring up the fact that it's called a nervous system? It's called a nervous system, everyone. Nervous. So how can you like quench your nerves? How can you just calm yourself in this time? Because I don't think this is a time of directness. I think this is like a moon time. This is a time to just allow the ebb and flow of life to do its thing. I feel like we might be getting some water cards in the cards. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually feeling like it's getting kind of close to being the other piles. Even though I haven't finished my fruit and I haven't drank my drink. And that feels relevant. How is that relevant? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like you think that you need to like tick off all the boxes before you're ready. Nah. You don't need to like yeah, I think you think that you need to do like complete something, or fully let something go, or fully understand something, or it's not even understand. I think there's a lot that you feel like you have to do, or you have to finish. Clear out, yeah. I feel like maybe you think you need to clear all the past out in order to step into the present or the future. But it's like, no, 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 no. What is this energy today that's just like, no, 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 no. Yeah, it's okay to just move forwards with a bit of the gunk and to just allow for that gunk to get washed off naturally. Yeah, you don't need to be perfect in order to move forwards. Perfect being like, yeah, and I guess using that word perfect might be relevant or useful there, because it's like, what is, if you are expecting perfection from yourself, what is that? What is it that you feel like you need to, what is perfect to you? And maybe how can you release that? I just said identity. That's not what I was trying to say, but maybe a lot of you do have an identity around being perfect. Like, you need to, like, that's who you are, and if you're not that, then who are you? Ooh. Pile 0. Big on the messages in this one. And I was thinking like, oh, this is just gonna be like a more of a setup kind of pile. Yeah, even that feels like a strong message. I just want to drink my drink. Stop making me drink my drink just to give messages. Yeah, even that too. Okay. The answers that you desire and that you are seeking are just gonna come like bang, bada bing, bada boom. Like, they're just gonna come as you live, as you drink your hot chocolate, right? It's natural. It's just natural. The answers will just come flooding in, and you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that they'll come in. You just gotta live. You just gotta let the tides of change carry you for once. Because I feel like you are someone who, you know, you try and carry the ocean. You try and predict the waves, and you try and control the waves. Or maybe not even control the waves, you just like expect yourself to keep paddling even when the wave is taking you. It's like you always have to be a step up somehow, or you always have to be better. Like, it's not okay to just take the easy route, or it's not okay to just be carried, like be supported. And especially if you're like desiring to bring in more support, how can you see that maybe the way that you are currently living is not in allowing yourself to be supported? If not physically, energetically, like I usually speak, because I mean, energetics translate over to the physical, but I just personally find it easier to tap into maybe abstract ideas as opposed to grounded ones. Yeah, I feel like you have a resistance to the abstract. You have a resistance to being like, let's just live, right? I think you want to be like, okay, but how do I live? How? Like, you want more, you want practical, you want physical, you want like concise. You want concise clarity, not abstract clarity. And I'm sorry, because I feel like this could be a message of abstract clarity. I'm sorry for deceiving you, and maybe I'll change the title, we'll see. But okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna change the title. Yeah. Okay, this feels like the end of the message, but it's like, this is the chunk of it. This is the core of the message. Oh, maybe, are you trying to change who you are in order to gain what you want? I'm being told that's it, but I can reword it. I can elaborate on that. I'm gonna take a drink first. I feel like I need to breathe. Yeah, I feel like I just went through something major. You have definitely. I feel like you have undergone like a huge something in your life, and it's like you're trying to be back on all fours. Like you're trying to regain structure in the way that you used to have structure in life. But I feel like the whole point of your transformation, the whole point of the big thing you just went through, was to show you that you don't need that structure, to show you that you can just flow with life, to show you that maybe what caused that upheaval or that something big was the fact that you were so like dead set on one way. And I feel like you're opening up to life being easier, and to life being more aligned with who you are, and to not needing to change to live, to not needing that precision of living anymore, and just accepting that you can live as you in every moment, and that you don't really need to know, you don't need to be any one way. Like you don't need to know how to play out your life out. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. You can just be. I feel like I circled around something. There's still a little bit more that can be said. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to adhere to other people's expectations. Not even expectations. So the way I'm getting this is that I was contemplating changing the title because I thought that some of you might be like annoyed that I had been deceptive in naming it Concise Clarity. Like, that's not me, because I know that I'm not being deceptive. I'm not trying to fool anyone. I'm just trying to label my video in the way that I feel aligns with the video most, with the energy that it goes with the with okay. I think you keep trying to prove your point. It's like you keep trying to prove yourself. Like, I feel like a lot of you may be really, like, in the right with something, or, like, you might be, maybe people think that you are being, like, deceptive, or being unkind, or being untruthful, or being someone you're not, but in actuality, you are just being yourself, and you're being truthful, or you're living from your heart. But I think that your fear that others will perceive you to be living in a wrong way, or in a way that isn't good, or isn't healthy, or isn't nice, or isn't heart-centered, because of your fear of what other people will perceive you to be living as. And maybe your fear that, like, maybe you're starting to believe that what if they're right. I think that is like knocking you off your trail. And I think that you'll find a lot of your personal clarity through understanding the way in which you really... understanding yourself. Like, understanding that you are far more aligned. It's like you're way more there already. And I think that other people are making you believe, whether those people are external or just internal in your mind, other people are making you believe that you're not, like, as far ahead as you think you are, or as you are, I mean. There's just, like, something around you are way more, you have more integrity than others may see, or, like, you... It's like there's so much... I'm just seeing, like, so much, like, foggle boggle, so much like distortion around you, and then but you're just clear. It's like I feel like your clarity comes through acknowledging that you already are clear. Like you already have the answer. And that is like just your projection of other people's projections. your fear of what other people think that makes you fear that you got it wrong, that you're not as aligned as you thought you were. And this is your message of, no, you were right. You were right in thinking that you're being heart-centered, or that you are being yourself, and that there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you just really need to know that, like, it's okay to be you, and that you are far more aligned with love than other people understand. I would guide you to, like, question, are the people that you may be thinking of in this scenario, are they aligned with love? And if they're not, then why are you taking their perception of whether you're aligned with love or not? How would they know if they're not? And if you think they are aligned with love, then it's like, why does their opinion mean more than your own? Like, they don't know you. They can't feel you the way that you can feel you. And now I feel like I'm rambling. Okay. Interesting message. It got kind of specific there. I'm being suddenly drawn to my cacti, and I'm actually being guided to show you them. That's fun and interesting. And I think it's talking about protection, because spikies. Because I have a succulent right by them, but I'm being drawn to the cacti in particular. And not just one. Oh, maybe this is why. Okay, this plays a bit into your message. Okay, first of all, let me turn him around. I love my plants so much. I feel like it's like, okay, there's a card that I want to read for you. But also, I had forgotten that channel mascot, Mr. Dude here, which I don't think I've named, but I want to name. Well, I did name him long ago, but I've forgotten. I wrote it down in a Google document, and then I deleted that Google document. Anyway, it feels very apt. It feels very tied with your message that I would fetch this cactus. I don't know whether to call him cacti, because there's like so many babies on him. I feel like that message even of like babies, children, because I felt so like, oh, I love you so much. So maybe this surrounds children for you. Maybe your own children are the ones like doing the judging, or I don't know. I think actually just mostly this is about treating yourself as you would your child, or just that love you have for yourself, and that will come in with the message I'm about to read you from a deck. But I want to say the thing about the little dude. Let's show him again. The thing about the little dude is that he was like hiding behind the cactus, the thing that is being protective, and it felt like a surprise and a blessing to find him. And it felt like I was getting these cacti to show you about protecting yourself, and then it's like through protecting yourself you will find what you've been searching for. your miracles will happen, like things will just pop in. You'll find a part of yourself that you had lost. Ooh. I find it interesting that I said you'll find a part of yourself that you have lost, because in my head I strongly heard you'll find a part of yourself you thought you had lost. You thought you had lost. You didn't actually lose it. You just thought that you had. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a bit of protection energy, cacti. There's more to that message, but maybe it will come. I'm gonna put these away and eat my grapes. It's kind of funny. I had started this reading thinking of even naming it like quick. Oh, it's called Concise. Yes, it's because I wanted to make these quick messages. Maybe the readings will be really brief, and I'll encourage you in the intro to just watch this pile 0, but I feel so resistant to encouraging it because it's like, it's not concise messages. What it feels like, it feels so like relaxed. So it's like, if you choose to pick pile 0, I mean, it's not like I could force you to, anyone to, but it's like, if you choose it without me encouraging it, then it's like, you get what you, like, I feel like you would know that you're getting something less like a reading. You're getting like me being more like eating my frozen fruit. Why am I even saying this? This is all surrounding you just being yourself. This is all surrounding, yeah, just your ability to just be and not be so influenced by what others will think. Yes, yes. I'll get that deck. I'm gonna find the card for it too. Forgiveness. Maybe you need that one. Frozen groups. Frozen grapes are the best. I feel like I could be doing this one way more efficiently too. Yeah, it's a lot like of pressure to do things better with this energy. Chill out, dude. Chill. Everything's okay. What does that say? Hesitation. I wonder if you are... Oh, look! It's got a cactus on it. Shall we read that? We have to read it. It's got a big cactus on it. Ooh, I love the eye in the background. I love that. Okay. I will continue looking for the one called Protection. There we go. I had like a thought of frozen strawberries are freaking cold. I almost gave up before I got that. I don't know why. It's like I had gone through most of them. I feel like you're almost there. I don't know where. But it goes with that hesitation card, because it is like, yeah, whoa, the big eye. Yeah, I feel like you do feel so much pressure on you. Let's just read them. 21. Hesitation. In the shadow of the moon, it can sometimes be hard to see clearly. If you are currently experiencing strong emotions, know that what you feel will most likely lessen with time. Haha! Yeah, I told you. This is just gonna... Why did I go? Haha! Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna lessen with time, like it said. I mean, like, things will come with time. Some things will grow with time. Like blood. Certain emotions are an expression of an imbalance within our inner world and are here to help us understand our wounds and desires. While our emotions are always a true expression of our inner realm, sometimes they are not an accurate reflection of our external reality. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to wait until your emotions have settled before making a decision. There is a possibility that you might regret certain actions done and words said at this time. If you need to make a decision now, release any overpowering emotions beforehand. In everything, stay true to who you are. And affirmations we have: I am at peace with myself now. I listen to my emotions and reflect upon the story they tell me. I sit with my emotions in love and acceptance. I give myself permission to wait before making a decision or taking action, because I felt the need to say that. I'm in control of my actions, regardless of what my emotions may be telling me to do. In all things, I practice wisdom and discernment. Yes. Yes, it feels like a time to allow the tide to take you. It feels like not even... Because I feel like for you, it's like you don't have all the information, and yet you're trying to take action. But it's like, I feel like there's just a call to allow things to present themselves. Yeah. Like, I'm getting a specific example of someone being in a relationship with someone who doesn't, and they don't know if that person is being deceptive or not. And the guidance here would not be to decide whether to trust them or decide whether to break up with them. The lesson wouldn't, or the message wouldn't be to decide to leave or stay. It would just be to see how things play out. And I feel like the message is that things will become clear. Like, you will know. There will be external influences that will show you one or the other. It will become clear, but not yet. Yeah. Okay. And it feels like through this process there's a lot of wisdom you can gain through observing how you feel about everything. Just allowing this to be a period of observation and understanding, but not in like a I need to understand otherwise things won't happen. It's just like, if you enjoy observation, I enjoy observation, but if your kind of play is doing something different, then by all means let go of the situation entirely and just wait for the answers to come. Okay. Protection. Okay. You can see my fingers as I do this. Protection is multifaceted and does not always appear as one might assume. Well, yeah, again, it's like if you feel the need to protect yourself from a situation that you are unsure whether you need to protect yourself from or not, it's like, what is it like? I forgot. Protection does not always appear as one might assume. Yeah, it's like if you don't know how to best protect yourself at this time, then don't. Why is that why, it felt clear and now it doesn't. Yeah, and I feel like that's what any actions you take from now would feel like. Even if you have some clarity, I feel like it could change, or you could become unclear and unsure again. So it's like, wait until things level out. I also want to note that like I dropped blood on here and it kind of looks like a female opening and blood on there, so take that as you want, as you will. But I mean, this does look a bit like protection. Oh my god, wear protection. That phrase, that thing. Yeah, that could be a message for some people. But it could also mean protection in that, like, just not letting anything in at all if that is how you feel. But it's blood also. I wonder. I mean, one message like could be like, if you don't feel you're ready to engage in intimate relations, then like if you're not sure, wait until you are sure. Like, protect you. Yeah, if you're unsure, I would say the message is just again to wait until you are sure. Yeah. While it is an energy of strength, that strength can sometimes be quiet in nature. Protection might call for the placement of boundaries or for you to say no. It might call for you to stand up for another or to stop protecting someone from the consequences of their actions. Yes, someone needs that. Stop protecting someone from the consequences of their actions. Again, with that, I feel like that relates with the message of you are in the right. Yeah. I feel like that might be for everyone, but I can't quite word it, so I hope it makes sense. However this card is calling to you, be sure to be proud of your strength and to not shy away from it. If you are struggling with protection in your life, it might be attached to how much you value yourself. We protect that which we hold dear. It can be hard to do this, though, if you did not learn self-worth at a young age. So that part is the part that I wanted to read this for, because I was feeling that energy, like when I got my cactus and I was going like, oh, I love you so much. That reminded me of this. It's like, you protect that which you value. So, like, if you're unsure about protecting yourself, how does, like, what emotions is that coming from? Yeah, there could be a lot about understanding or revelations that come through the understanding of what you really desire and that those desires are valid. I didn't quite word that well, but there we go. That's okay. Oh, maybe some of you also feel like you need to do everything perfectly. Like, maybe if you do need to or want to say no to someone, maybe you're wondering, like, how can I word this perfectly? Maybe you're trying to protect people from their own mistakes and wording it in a way that doesn't, like, put the blame on them, even if it was something that they did. So there may be, like, a need to embrace that sometimes protecting yourself means, like, putting them spikes up. Maybe it does mean not, like, someone holding a sword doesn't exactly seem really, like, gentle and soft. It doesn't mean that you're not gentle and soft, it just means that you have power, you have the love of yourself to also, you know, be clear about how you really feel, or about what you're okay with accepting and what you're not. My point that I'm kind of circling around is, it's okay if people get hurt in the process of you protecting yourself. It's okay if people feel upset, because I think honestly in this situation, if what you say, or if you protecting yourself hurts someone else, like, that's not showing that they have your best interest in mind, because anyone who truly loves you will want you to be protected. And if you feel like this will protect you, then those who love you will like honor that. They will want that for you. Even if they don't understand, they will want that for you. Yeah. Yeah, what I keep trying to say is, it doesn't really matter how you word it. It doesn't really, like, the details don't matter. The what you're doing is what matters. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe some of you are trying to like come up with excuses. Like, it's okay to just say how you feel. Your feelings are valid. And when you really understand, I want to say emotion. I can't quite word this, but my point is, what is my point? Something around letting other people have their feelings, and it's not a reflection on you, how they react. It's just a reflection of where they're at. It doesn't make you a bad person to cause like pain within someone else. It just means that what you are doing for yourself is reflecting a wound within them. It doesn't make it your problem. It doesn't make you like a bad person or anything, or unkind. If anything, it is loving to be truthful, to allow them the space to process what they need to process. Sometimes our greatest teachers, our greatest moments of growth and self-realization, and self-realization is just self-love, right? Understanding who we are is coming back to love. Sometimes that comes through seeing our wounds, and sometimes seeing our wounds is painful. So even if the people surrounding you don't understand, know that you're doing what is loving. I feel like you just need confirmation that you are being loving, even if it's hard. Yes, we'll leave it at that. And here is the page, in case you want to read or screenshot. Yes. Okay. That was protection. My mind wants to say, pile 0, we'll end your reading there. But I feel like there's another card to come. A big oracle. I'm not sure which one yet. Maybe unicorns. Ooh, maybe. I think I'll leave storyteller for the other piles. I think we'll just do a unicorn for pile 0. Oh my god, we're not doing that for you anymore. I was gonna get into the energy of all the different piles with you. And I have not. I've just been eating and talking. I haven't been drawing. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. I wonder if I can shuffle this with one hand. Yes. I want him. And adventure wanted to pop out. Adventure is making me think of Adventure into the Unknown, and that is making me think of the Frozen 2 song, Into the Unknown. Then it's making me think of something else that I can't put my finger on, but it's like, are one of you or many of you thinking of another film? Is there like a Frozen 3 that I don't know about? It's like, there's something dark, like, there's like a movie that is quite black somehow. And I don't know, I'm getting images of that. Feels like a movie that I might not have seen. I don't know. I don't know. Raggy. It's done, but there's still some blood at the end. I do think that all this blood referencing means something, and I don't know what it means. Doesn't that look like I've had my fingers up my thing during a period? Up my yoni. Oishi. Much sweeter than period blood. Oh, I forgot about my hot chocolate. Okay, so we got I'm getting wetness on. Polarity. Ooh, okay. Darkness. I was just thinking for a moment, like, who is Darkness? I know, like, Darkness is a character, and then I just remembered from Konosuba. Ha 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 ha. And on the back we have growth. With seek out a mentor or guide, take baby steps as you grow, be willing to learn from others. I feel like that is be willing to embrace the parts of you that don't like upsetting others. Dare to do things differently. That light reflecting. Whoa, that I've like I don't want the glare on it. That's good enough. I have had this card many a time, but I feel like I've never been drawn to that like I am now. Wow. Isn't this card just so beautiful? And then we have polarity. Ding-a-ding-a-dee. Yosh. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Yeah. Shall we read them? I don't feel like it. I will read this also. It says, adventure, dare to do things differently, manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. It could be that for some of you, you are wanting a move, whether that is you want change energetically or you want to physically move, and some of the steps like that you're needing to take, or some of the like energetic steps like that, you know, that it's like this is the next step, even if it's not like directly correlating, it feels related, bring up a lot of insecurities, or bring up a lot of I don't want to face this. I can't get this stain off my fingers. I wonder if there is something that you just can't seem to let go of. I feel like it's correlating to the part of you that you don't want to face. And I feel like for a lot of you, that is the part of you that has caused pain for others, maybe. Or the part of you that is upset with others. Like, maybe you like to be, like we said about that, like, perfection. Maybe you believe that being perfect is not upsetting anyone, or not getting angry at anyone, or not feeling like certain emotions around others, like surrounding others. Whew. Yeah, again with that like message of being right. Maybe some of you like need to embrace the fact that other people have been wrong. And I don't like using the term right and wrong, but I feel like for the I don't know, it's just easier for now, and I don't feel like trying to mongle my way around a new wording. Yeah. I think that whatever this may be, there is a part of you that needs addressing. But it is also like, I feel like it will naturally come up. It's not something you necessarily have to seek. It's just as you live, be aware of how you feel about certain emotions within yourself and within others. Yeah. How accepting really are you of the full spectrum? Yeah. And with that, pile number 0, I think we will leave. I will leave, you will leave. We'll all leave and die. I don't know why I like death jokes. Okay. Maybe some of you need to get into death jokes. Why is that coming through? Why did I say that? It's such a weird thing to say. Okay. Maybe some of you need to embrace your weirdness. Okay. Pile 0. Yeah, I feel like you guys really judge yourselves. And judge others. And don't allow the full spectrum of everything to just be as it is. Like, everything is just it. There's no right and wrong. There's no good or bad. There's no better or worse. It just is. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everything is in the eye of the beholder. Goodness, perfection, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Like, a fly is gonna want to value poop, but I don't think there are many humans who are gonna value eating poop. Like, everything is just subjective, and I don't even know if I used that word correctly. Everything is, there's no, everything just is, and so you are obviously perfection in and of yourself. Everything is perfection. Nothing can be imperfection. I think it's a stupid concept to think that something can be wrong, that somehow some forms of existence should not be, and then other forms of existence should be. It's just like, why? Like, where did you get that from? It's just silly. Now I'm thinking of Ross. What's with all the silliness? I can't remember that episode, but I think I remember really liking it. Funny. There might be a message for some of you in that Friends episode. I don't know why. It's so fun that I get to say stuff like that. It's like, I don't expect concise kind of messages like those. I always expect like abstract ones. But when I get stuff like that relationship, like I saw someone in, like, I saw it, and it was very specific, and it's very cool to me when specific things come through. And like that Elsa song, Into the Unknown, it's like, I haven't thought of that song for so long, and it's like, it came through. Like, life is so magical. I love how magical life is. It's like, I often feel like messages aren't gonna come through, and then they just like come flooding through, and the whole reading is just like, when I pick up my drink, it means something. and that's what life is. Like, life is also meaningful, and yes, it can be a little overwhelming or daunting to really understand just how meaningful everything is, but when we allow ourselves to just not need to be any certain way, it's like, it doesn't matter that everything has meaning and that we can... I don't even know why I was stressed about that, but it's like when I said every single thing has meaning and purpose and significance, it made me feel stressed. And it's like there just needs to be more love and support. I feel like there just needs to be a leaning on everythingness, on love, on the universe, on guides. Like, everything is just the most loving the most loving thing ever. Everything is just love. I know it's like such a... everything is love, but it's true. It's so true. And I think if we said the words everything is love over and 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 over, we'd get something new every single time. Because, like, everything is love. And how much is everything? Everything is a pretty, like, a lot. I love you, Pile Zero. I just want you to know that you can't mess up. Like, what even would that be? Maybe in some people's perspectives you mess up, but, like, that's just their perspective. You don't need to change that. That's fine. Like, that's beautiful that they have that perspective. It means that we have loads of different angles on you. And maybe some of them are, like, ill angles, and maybe some of them are beautiful and biased towards the other spectrum of life and emotions that we can perceive as humans. You just are you. And I don't know why I feel the need to keep saying it. It's not the need either, it's just I'm enjoying this space. A part of my authentic self is I like to spoggle boggle my words out. I love being able to share my perspective because it helps me, like, see my perspective even more clearly. Like, I love channeling messages and information because it connects me back to that magic of life. And I don't know where I was going with that. I feel like there's a call to be in flow with yourself. And again, it's like, yes, that is a very abstract message, like, be in flow with yourself. But there doesn't need to be an understanding of how. You can just begin to feel into it. I think that more than anything in life, it's about choice. Like, you get to just choose to step into more compassion. It's not really something that you need to process, like, how do I become accepting of myself? It's not, like, direct like that. Like, it can be, like, we can understand how our actions and specific things do contribute to... it's not even contribution, it's more like does reflect the way that we feel about ourselves. And so taking certain actions can help us feel more into those feelings of love and compassion. But I think more than anything, there just has to be a choice that you want that. And when you really look towards the light, when you look towards love, then that's all you really need. The rest will come. There need be no steps. Or it's like, there need be no choice of what those steps are. There just needs to be a choice to look towards where you're going. And really, I feel like you do that so easily. I feel like some of you would almost, like, be in astonishment at the fact that a lot of people don't look towards where they want to go, or towards love, towards higher visions, towards authentic self, because it's just such a way of being for you. It's just, you're already doing it, is this message, and you're like, getting in your head about how to do it, but you're already doing it. Let yourself be guided. Let yourself feel the support of the universe. I feel like you're coming into more realization of just how supported you are, and what I really wanted to say then was just how connected you are. How connected to existence you are, to beings of love, to all sorts of energies that can guide you, can help you, and can make the ride easy and more pleasurable and more joyful and more fun and more magical. Magic is my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. And I'll probably say a few different things like, this is my favorite thing. Orcas are my favorite thing. But I think the current me is saying that magic is my favorite thing. And I think that's the truth, but I actually don't think that's the truth. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know what my favorite thing is, but I know that I really, really, really love magic. Ha. Am I gonna like not do other piles? No, I'm gonna do more piles. I'm gonna get into the other piles now. That felt kind of abrupt, but I think I'll drink my drink and then I'll get into other piles. Ugh. I'm going ugh because like I feel drawn to the fairy tarot deck, my fairy tarot deck, and I wasn't gonna use that, and now all the readings are gonna be long, and okay, I'm going with the flow. I'm just gonna do what makes me happy and not worry about trying to make this concise. Yeah, I feel like that's what you need, to just let go of all like any sort of restrictions or needing to do anything a certain way. Just like right now I've just leaned back in my chair, and I feel like that's what you need to do. Just lean back in your chair. Maybe unclench your jaw or soften your shoulders. I had soften your hips actually, but my mind changed it to shoulders because I was trying to say shoulders. Soften your hips. Oh, that goes with that vagina message. How many dudes are just like, yeah, that's not my message. Maybe it's the message for people around you. I don't feel like there's a message with this, that my drink has gone cold, and yet it's really tasty, and I'm actually very glad it's gone cold. I had forgotten how good, like, cold chocolate. I could say milk, like chocolate milkshake, but it's mostly water than milk. Yeah, I had forgotten how good it was. I feel a bit revitalized. It's kind of funny saying the words a bit and revitalized. They feel like they shouldn't go together. Like, revitalized is such a like energy, and a bit is such a like what do they create? We'll see, because I'm gonna draw. Shall I do the drawings with you, or shall I get into... I'm gonna go for pile 1. We're gonna go pile 1. Okay. Hi, pile 1! Wait, no. I knew something felt off there. Bye, pile 0. I didn't say goodbye to you. Maybe it's because all of you are staying. Anyway, those of you who are going, see ya! See ya! I just feel like I want to say something, like, I want to wish you well, but in this case, no, I'm just gonna let you ride on by, maybe because, I don't know, I don't need to know, and I'm just gonna go with it. Bye. Bye, burp. Okay. Hi, pile number 1! Welcome to your reading on Concise Clarity. That's what I was gonna do in pile 0. Get the cards. Okay, well, I didn't do that. We are gonna get you some card. Ooh, today is a weird reading, I must say. and I already feel like drawing and not getting cards yet. But actually, I think we'll get a card for your Concise Clarity, which, I'm sorry, fair warning, probably not going to be concise. I intended it to be concise, but the energy, I don't think it's flowing like that today. Maybe the messages have been concise. I don't know. Flowing around today's reading is a lot of unsureness and a lot of judgment on self, as well as pressure to be a certain way. So we'll see how that comes through for you. I think I want to start by drawing pile number 1. Yeah, see, I'm even drawing pile 1 in a very, like, abstract way. I can't think of a better word for that. As well as carrying on from pile 0's message, I feel like for you there needs to be a tension release. I almost want to click my fingers and like snap you out of, not quite snap you out of something, but snap something off of you. Like there feels like there's like dirt on you. I feel like you need a harsh cleanse. Something needs to go, and I think that it's troubling you to stay somewhere very dirty. And this dirty doesn't have to mean like physically, but it just means that there's something that is weighing on you that is not allowing you to feel like yourself. That's it. Okay, if you want a super concise message, that is it. There's something on you, and this could be people, this could be a way of being. I think for a lot of you it is a certain person, and it's not to say you have to cut them out. I think a lot of you it is going to be that, but I think there needs to be an assertion of boundaries of, I'm not okay with this, whatever that may be for you. Yeah, so if you if you want it to be super concise, that's your reading. Thank you for coming in. Bye. And if not, we'll get a bit deeper into that. I really just wanted to draw this, and that kind of looks like a hoo-ha, which continues on from pile 0. Okay. Could your protection be surrounding who you physically let into your body? For those of you that it's not that, I feel like there could be a call to ponder what makes you feel clenched, or I'm hearing the words unworthy, but I can't place why. Like, I can't place that, so I'm hesitating to say it. And I feel like that could be for you. It's like you are trying to find you're trying to justify your feelings. Like you're trying to find you don't know how to get out your words, and I feel like it is causing you a lot of strife, or like it's making me want to cry right now. I feel like you need space, and maybe you're not you're afraid to ask for that. And your concise message would be, it's okay to ask for space, and it's okay to do that in a way that isn't perfect. It's okay to just ask for it and allow people to have their reactions and allow yourself that space. Yes, okay, let's get into the cards. Ooh, after I just do that. Okay. What card? We're gonna get a storyteller card for you. This is a new deck for me, so I'm excited to use it with you. I haven't used it in any readings for anyone but myself. Storyteller. I'm just wondering, I'm wondering if maybe you've been trying to tell stories of, or like make up stories around the way you're feeling. Perhaps you feel like you don't want this like particular energies within your life, and you feel wrong for feeling that way, or you feel like you need to make it out to be your own problem and not them. Maybe someone has done something, has been like unjust towards you, or you have felt betrayed, or you have felt hurt, and you don't want to express clearly that you feel hurt by them, or you feel hurt by this action, or you don't like the way this is affecting you. It's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to have those feelings, and it's okay to express them. It's not to say that other people will think that it's okay, but you can know that it's okay. You can know that it's okay. You can show yourself kindness and love and respect. Most of all, this feels like there needs to be a respect of self. A respect for what you want and how you feel. There's something needs to go. I feel like I just want to brush off. Like, it's not stagnant energy. It's definitely not stagnant. It's just, it's like something has a grip on you, or something is unkind towards you, or something is not, it's not nice. It's not a very nice feeling. And I just want to like push it away. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to feel like you just don't want something. That's it. You don't need to find reason. You don't need to understand why. You just need to know how you feel about it. Maybe that clarity will come later on. Maybe you will understand and be able to explain it more in the future. Maybe you can express exactly how you feel, and maybe you can express the entirety of that. Maybe you want to say something like, I'm not sure how I feel, I'm confused, if you are confused. Like, this is just examples, remember? If you don't feel the way I'm saying, then obviously don't use that. But if you find it resonates, then maybe you'd find this helpful. Maybe you just want to say, I'm feeling stressed around this situation, I don't like this. I don't like that. I feel uncomfortable around this energy, but I'm not sure why. Or I feel uncomfortable around this energy, and it's hard for me to express because it makes me feel this, this, and this. Or, like, you don't need to, again, with Pile Zero's message, you don't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to come across perfectly. I feel like there just needs to, like, you need to value yourself enough to know that, like, you're worth getting this dirt off, no matter how the situation plays out. That is my personal perspective on your energy. Okay. Let's get a storyteller card. Or two. Ooh, the Hermit in reverse and Ace of Spikes in reverse. So the reverse part for me is saying that you're resisting it. We've got King of Hearts at the bottom. Oh, pile number one. I feel like I'm going to keep that out, actually. Let's put it there. King of Hearts feels so respectful to me. And it's like, I feel like you need to, yeah, it looks like honoring your temple, doesn't it? It looks like being really valued. Like, there's just, like, that is so valued. And I feel like the reason you're afraid of expressing yourself is because you don't feel valued. I think it's like a twofold message, or like it reflects itself doubly. Like, because you feel unvalued, you want to push this thing away because it doesn't value you, but because you're afraid that you're not valuable, you feel like it's not okay to push them away. I might say, like, imagining you are like, who do you value? Who do you think is like really of high caliber, of like high value? Maybe that would be easy to see. Like, imagine you are a king, or imagine you are a queen, and how might they approach this situation? It might help you gain clarity upon the way you are acting, and whether your fears come from not seeing yourself as worthy of the things that you desire, or like, I feel like it's flip-flop, like, do you really deserve this treatment, or like, do you really deserve to have this weight or this thing on you? I keep just seeing it like black energy over your shoulders. Maybe some of you want to, I don't know if I can explain this, like, some of you want to just like brush your shoulders. I don't know if that would help. Is that energy? So let's read Ace of Spikes and the Hermit. Okay. Yeah. I mean, first of all, it feels like, no, we'll get into it. Al Mirage. I think I'm saying that correctly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. A gift given to Iskandar, Alexander the Great, from the inhabitants of Dragon Island after defeating the serpent who was feeding upon... my phone, low battery. Okay, I don't know if that paused for you or not, but my phone went on low battery. We shall continue. I'll go from the start. A gift given to Iskandar, Alexander the Great, from the inhabitants of Dragon Island after defeating the serpent who was feeding upon their livestock. This spiral-horned rabbit-like creature is said to cause all animals that set their sights on it to immediately flee. Okay, that doesn't that feel like your message? I feel like you both okay. I think you're both afraid of the thing or the person immediately fleeing as soon as you show your true colors, as soon as you express how you really feel, as soon as you express your authentic self. And you also, or you really want them to flee. It's like, no, I think most of you don't want them to flee, but you're afraid that expressing your feelings will make them flee. But for some of you, it might be that you just are afraid that you can't ask them to flee, or that it's not okay to want them to leave. Okay, so upright meaning is breakthrough, mental clarity. Hey, mental clarity. Oh yeah, Ace of Spikes, Ace of Swords. That's cool. Success. Yeah, and reversed is literally like you're unclear. You picked the right reading. Emptiness. So reversed is emptiness, lack of clarity, clouded judgment. Yeah, and I really do feel like this clouded judgment is around not knowing if your feelings are okay or not. Feelings are feelings. Allow them to be. The upright Ace of Spikes signifies a breakthrough when beginning a new project or goal. A sign of encouragement, you may have sudden clarity around a troubling issue or mental block that was preventing you from moving forwards with your ideas or finding the truth of the matter. Yeah, that feels like it. You're trying to find the truth of the matter. This, by the way, this message has kind of come a lot in other readings. I don't know if there's a few of you have been like going through my other videos, like try on the same situation. But if you don't get what you need from this reading, maybe there are some more readings that could help you, but basically it's the same message of valuing yourself and not allowing in what you don't want, and knowing that your emotions are valid. Yeah. Okay. Finding the truth of the matter. Yeah. It's an excellent time to start manifesting new ideas and even fighting for them. Your sense of truth is strong and your ability to defend your convictions is clear and resilient. Yeah, this feels like defending yourself energy and being afraid to do so. Or maybe you're not afraid. Maybe this is you just needed a bit of assurance. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like you can do, like, oh, this looks like the sword, like, you've got this. When reversed, the Ace of Spikes still indicates a new project or goal is manifesting from within you, but you are unclear of how to pursue it or are not quite ready to share it with the world yet. Yeah, it feels like you're not sure how to proceed. It feels like you know what you want to do, but you are just unsure whether... I think you're trying to do it in the best way possible, but there's just... it kind of feels like the best way is just to be truthful. And if your truth is expressing that you don't know how to say this best, then that can be a part of it. Yeah. I think it might really help you to feel the encouragement of your, like, of archangels or of your guides or of the universe or just me. Like, I can, like, I feel like maybe some of you would find it assuring and more comforting and more, it would give you, like, love. It would give you feelings of, like, it's okay, and it would make it easier to do this with someone. Like, even if it's not someone in person with you, like, it kind of seems like something there wouldn't be another person with you aside from, like, the primary person you're talking to this about. But if you're gonna, like, imagine holding Spirit's hand or holding someone that you really love, someone who makes you feel so nurtured, you can hold my hand if you want. You can hold my left hand, or you can hold my right hand with, like, berry juice on it. Like, I'm here for you if you want. So call in for Weaver of Worlds Spirit to guide you and to be and to hold your hand, because I'll be there. Whatever beings of love that you resonate most with, call them in. Allow them to guide you through this. You're not alone in doing this. It feels like something that requires a lot of courage, and it's okay to, like, you will have that courage to do it yourself, but it's okay to do that with others. Like, we are all, there are so many beings that want to be there to assist you. Like, you can even imagine your favorite animal, or, like, maybe there's something small that you can do for yourself to make this an easier process. Like, if you have a favorite teddy bear, maybe you can, like, put him in a bag next to you, or you know, something to ease the anxiety around it, to tell yourself, like, it's okay, it's okay. Or maybe you want to, like, write notes to yourself and put them in your pocket of saying, like, it's okay, or just encouragement, like, what do you feel you need to hear? And I feel like find a way to incorporate that in. Or even just, like, setting the intention of, like, filling the room with love, or filling the room with truth, or with love. With love is the best one that I can think of. Yeah. I love you so much, pile number one. I'm just imagining those people who have watched a few of my videos, and, like, there's gonna be some people who have picked the exact piles that I say I love you to, like, loads and loads. I don't say that to every pile. Like, I don't say that all the time. I do say it a lot, but I don't say it to like, every pile. Like, but not that I don't love every pile, but it's just like, right now I just really want to say I love you. I love you so much. And It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, pile number one. I love you. You're never gonna be not loved. Even if it's like, the right people will be there for you, no matter who you are, no matter like what you do. If they love you, they will be there for you. And if the people that this surrounds leave when you assert who you are, I mean, for some of you, maybe this is like you want to break up, but you're just afraid to do it. So in that case, this is kind of obvious, but the people who are not meant for you will not stick around, and that's a good thing. It's a thing that is a force of love, because it clears out the gunk and brings in those who truly do see you as magnificent and valuable and someone who will really honor you. Yeah, we've got the vampire at the back, but just does kind of feel like there are people who, or energies that aren't serving you, that are ready to be shed, ready to, I mean, like, be brought to the light of day. I feel like if you're seeking clarity upon, like, the intentions of someone, then through really showing the truth of who you are, it will become clear. It will become clear. Okay, let's read the, did we finish this? No, we didn't, but I don't feel like it, so there you go, if you want to read it. Okay, let's read the Hermit. There we go. Wild Fox Koan. A koan is a story, dialogue, question, or statement used in Zen practice to test a student's progress by provoking the great doubt. Oh, okay, this feels so what you're in. The great doubt. Huh, okay. Oh, I feel, is it like you doubting yourself? I feel like you'll know. I feel like you are just feeling a lot of doubt. One koan tells the story of a monk who was transformed into a wild fox for 500 lifetimes after denying the fact that an enlightened person falls into cause and effect. Appearing to Zen master Baizhang after a lecture, he demanded a turning word to free him from his animal form. Baizhang tells him, "Do not ignore cause and effect," which released the monk from his wild fox body. Later, one of Baizhang's disciples, Huangbo, asked what would have happened had the monk not denied cause and effect in the first place. Baizhang beckoned him closer for the answer. Huangbo approached and slapped Baizhang, anticipating that his master intended to strike him when he got close enough. Baizhang clapped his hands together and laughed approvingly, likening his disciple to the Zen patriarch Bodhidharma? Upright. Guidance, self-actualization, wisdom, solitary learning. Reversed, isolation, self-absorption, withdrawal from society / responsibilities. Yeah, I feel like this is your withdrawal from what you're being called to do. But I think that that's actually okay and not like a negative. I think that you have needed to withdraw in order to find the courage, find the resolve to take action, find the comfort and knowing that it's okay to take the actions that you want to take. Upright, the Hermit reveals how it is not always easy to see how a situation can be a teachable moment, ripe with learning opportunities. Mistakes and false confidence may put you in foreseen or even troubling circumstances, but only once you realize you have the power to learn from them will you break the cycle. That feels powerful. Only once you realize you have the power to learn from them will you break the cycle. Yeah, it could definitely be, like, one example is you've got into a relationship and you've kind of gone deeper into it than you've gone deep into a relationship and you're now realizing, wait, I don't actually want this. And maybe you're feeling a bit terrified or a bit restricted and powerless. And this is calling you to remember that you really do have the power to choose how you want this situation to play out more. At least you can have your say, right? It's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to say you want one thing and then decide you don't want that anymore. And it can be really hard to feel like you're committed to something that you no longer want. And there is just a big call to feel what is most loving for you. Yeah. Yeah. And you always have the power to change your mind. I want to emphasize that. And it's okay that you, like this says, made a mistake. I don't want to call it a mistake. I think you just followed how you felt, and now you realize, like, you can see more of the truth of what you got yourself into. And it's not that you shouldn't have taken the steps that you have taken. It's just you did take those steps because of where you were at the time, and now you're at somewhere different, and that's okay too. When reversed, this card indicates you may be isolating yourself and harboring enmity towards others or your duties. Nobody's going to give you the magic words to wake you up if you're not willing to hear them. You need to balance your needs with your responsibilities. Not falling, not darkening. 2 colors, 1 game. Not darkening, not falling. 1,000 mistakes, 10,000 mistakes. Woman in his commentary of the Quran, 13th century. I'll hold that up. Not gonna lie, can't say that I took in all of that. But shall we read King of Hearts? I don't want to. I feel like I got the message from that. It might be a bit more. I don't feel like it. Yeah, it just kind of feels like you've, even if you haven't like watched my other videos, I feel like the point of me saying that was like you have felt this for a while. And I think you have maybe even been told by many others their perspective on your situation, and probably that they think that you should take certain actions. But I feel like this is your time to really recognize that the power is with you. The power is with you. And I feel like at this point it might get to a bit of procrastination, and that there needs to be a time where you act. And you can act again, remember, with all that love and support, but I feel like this is about being a bit more stern with yourself, or a bit more like giving, like holding that like ball of love and using that to propel yourself to make decisions, to actually make the changes that are going to be most beneficial for you. So, pile number 1. I love you very much. I hope this has provided you with the clarity that you're seeking. I hope that you feel more encouraged to take steps that you want to take. I got kind of precise with the what I thought the message was at the end. I feel like it started like this and then I like honed in on it, and I wonder if that message actually fit for everyone by the end. Anyway, it is what it is. You take what you want from it, and I hope that you take those loving steps if that is what you desire. Okay. Yeah. Bye! Okay, pile number 2. I'm gonna leave the video on, by the way, so you can just head out. I'm just gonna be packing your stuff away, unless you'd like to stay with me. Ah, Ace of Hearts. Yeah. Yeah. Blood! pile zeros. Look, it's blood again. Hiya-hooga. Okay, I guess we'll leave that out there. Is that it? Okay. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading on Concise Clarity. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to start by drawing and then we'll get into a bit of oracle cards. Probably my readings aren't predictable, I want to say. Ooh. So I do my drawings quite intuitively, and what comes through is usually the message. This kind of feels like a being to me. Concise Clarity. What Concise Clarity does pile number 2 need to hear? Okay, that's it for that drawing. Yeah, yours feels much... I'm hearing the word deliberate. Let's get some cards for you. Like, I'm viewing this as a being, and it feels very otherworldly. You have a vision, pile 2. You have a vision. Something about diving deep, or you're very imaginative. 10 of Hearts. Well, isn't that a lovely one? Let's read it. Let's read it straight away. This pile feels very, like, direct. I think you already know. I don't... It feels like you see it. I don't get it. I'm confused because there doesn't feel any cloud of uncertainty around you. I feel like this is like, yeah, you're going towards it. Maybe some of you need to know, like, yes, you can have a deep relationship. Yes, you can have emotional fulfillment. Some of you need to know that your visions are true, or that that you are very creative. There's like, we'll get into this. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I like the energy. It's fascinating. I'm seeing now a pendulum inside myself, and it starts at my heart and then it goes down and it's like swaying kind of into my solar plexus area. And I was hearing like TikTok and like it felt like a timer, like a stopwatch going back and forth, but it was a pendulum. So maybe some of you are coming to like, you need a decision, and and there's a pressure of time surrounding it. This is really exciting. I feel like some of you are like, is this the one? Like, is this my happy family? Is this it? Yeah, I feel like, is this it? I'm gonna write that actually. I didn't write pile number 2. We're gonna make this into a 2. Is this it? And I'm gonna put quotations around it. Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting, because it feels like it is. It feels like your answer is yes. I feel like that's it. If you just wanted a concise clarity, my perspective on your situation is yes. Remember, this is just my perspective. You're way more powerful than me within your own realm. But yeah, if that's all you wanted, if you wanted really a concise answer, your answer is yes, this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. This is your love. Whether that is a project or a person or a family or a house or there's something. It's like, is this it? Yes. This is your rainbow. This is so exciting. I love that for you. So yeah, pile 2, if you're leaving me here, bye. And if you want to stick around for a longer message, then we'll get a bit more into this. So, first of all, 10 of Hearts, pot of gold. A poor farmer in Ireland. Oh, this is the Storyteller Tarot. So it's a bit of a story and then about the card. A poor farmer in Ireland was pulling out the last carrot in his field and discovered a leprechaun dangling from its roots. I like the image of it dancing from the roots. He promised the farmer and his wife one wish in return for letting him go, but the farmer instead wished for many, many things. This dismayed the leprechaun, who told them they could have it all and more should they find his pot of gold hidden at the end of the rainbow, leaving the farmer and his wife chasing rainbows forever, since one can never really reach the end of a rainbow. When the Irish came to the United States, a core belief they brought with them was working hard for one's fortune. This was often referred to as securing their own pot of gold, a lasting wealth and fulfillment for themselves and their generations to come. Lasting wealth and fulfillment for themselves and their generations to come. Oh, I just keep getting really excited. Look, Wobbly Table is excited too, and Wobbly Plant, which is a star character today. Upright, harmony, fulfillment, bliss. Ah! Thank you, Pile 2, for coming, by the way. Like, this is I'm getting to experience this energy because of you. Reversed is discord, superficiality, misaligned values. Yeah, what did I say about deep, depth? Like, there's depth here, not the opposite of superficiality. This isn't just some fling, this isn't just some, like, thing that's gonna, like, dwindle down. Like, no, this is substantial. I just want to squeal and dance around like the leprechaun. The upright card means you are completely fulfilled and your romantic and familial relationships are loving and full of happiness. The 10 of Hearts reminds you that you're blessed because not only do you have what you need emotionally, but you give it back as well. I feel like your heart is so happy because you can finally give all the love that you have and receive back. Like, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I just feel so happy for you. I was not expecting this. I wonder if this was unexpected for you. It does kind of feel like it just kind of suddenly came in. And now you're like, oh my god, like, is this it? Oh. It's so, like, magical too. Like, this thing that I've drawn, like, I guess I should have, like, mentioned, I'm seeing this, can you even see that very well? I'm seeing this as underwater. Actually, maybe bubbles would have been better. not waves that go beneath. Anyway, this is like a being, and this was like his eye. I want it all to be black. This was like the being's eye. But this wasn't the other eye, that was just on top. There feels like just something so magical here, and I can't put words to it. It's like out of this world. Ah. Okay, let's continue. The 10 of Hearts reminds you that you are blessed because not only do you have what you need emotionally, but you give it back as well. You've created a situation and a life due to trusting your heart and following your inner wisdom, and you should continue to do so in all things. Shall we read reverse? I have been reading the others, but I don't feel like it. Luck and love. Shall we get more cards? I feel like that's it. I want to show you the card up close again. Oh, it was zoomed out. I tried to zoom out again. Okay, pile 2. That's your reading. That is your reading. Yeah, that is your reading. Pile 2. How exciting. I'm so happy for you. Okay, bye. Okay. For those of you who remain, I'm just gonna be preparing a little bit for pile number 3, so you can stick around or head out, up to you. I'm just wondering if I should what? Yeah, keep these out for, yeah, I will. No I won't. Because I was going to leave them out for the pile selection, but I don't like that because then there's not the possibility of getting that same card. What if pile 3 needs a card that either group 2 or 1 had? Yes, exactly. Okay, that was fun. Okay, welcome in pile number 3. You have been brought to this concise clarity reading through your own means, or the means of others. Who knows, maybe you're tied up in a hostage situation and someone is forcing you to watch a pick a card reading. Pick a pile reading. I wonder if that is a hostage situation. Why did that come up? So your concise clarity, I'll begin by drawing a bit intuitively and getting a message from that, and then we'll get a card from the Storyteller Tarot and we'll read it together. And that is probably how it will go, but not definitely, because I am not one for knowing how things will go, despite being an oracle reader. I feel like these are gates. I zoom in a little bit for you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like maybe that's a 9. I'm not going to do that. I feel like you are trapped. But I feel like the gate is openable and you think you're trapped. So this does actually tie with that joke about you being in a hostage situation. I feel like there's a lock on the door, but you can just lift it up. So I feel like you're in a very difficult situation, but it's not impossible. Like, it may be hard to leave, but it's like the gate may have like locks and twists and turns, and it may be scary, but it is a gate and you do have hands and arms to do it all. Okay, we're gonna get straight into your cards. My heart goes out to you. Let's write pile 3. 3. Oh, I kind of feel like I want to say you're destined for greatness. And I wonder if this situation that you find yourself in is an opportunity to decide that you are like greatness, to step into that greatness. But also I wonder if this situation has brought itself around from not believing in yourself in some capacity. Pile 3. Let me sit in your energy for a bit, actually. Yes. I feel like you need to know yes. I'm gonna write that for you. Let's write it down here. Yes. I feel like also for some of you, yeah, 8 of Hearts. This is a card about walking away. It's a card about it being difficult to walk away because you have put a lot of energy into something, and then you're walking away from that and like starting again. but it's kind of like you've put a lot of energy into this coat, and this is Joseph's Joseph's Technicolor Dream Coat. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you've put a lot of energy into this coat, and now you're being asked to walk away from this coat, but you still have two hearts. You're still, and it's kind of like, I feel like you can carry the wisdom from what you've learned forwards. So if you wanted really concise clarity, that is your message. Yes. Like, yes, walk away. That is my perspective on your situation. So bye if you're leaving, and if you're not leaving, then we'll get a bit deeper into this and we'll start by reading from the book. Yeah. This is a situation that you find it hard to leave, but that you feel called to. I'm being brought to remembering in the Rider-Waite there are mountains on the 8 of Cups, which is the 8 of Hearts. I'm trying to think what the mountains symbolize, because I remember learning that there was like there was a new definite or symbolism for them that I hadn't thought of. Was it isolation? It could well be isolation, but maybe that's just what I'm thinking of now. So yeah, it could be that taking the steps you're going to take, it's also a code. It's like, and what I was gonna say was, will make you feel a bit out in the cold, and then I was like, yeah, it's a coat. So letting go of your coat does make you cold for a while, and it's kind of like, though stepping away may feel cold to begin with, it's like you will find the coat that you're looking for. You will find an even warmer coat, or an even more suited coat. I felt a strong energy from my guides then, saying like, tell them they're the coat, they are the coat. Like, I was seeing kind of your skin. It's like, you think that you need a coat, but it's like, when you let go of this coat, it's like you realize that your skin is like so much warmer than you thought. And I was seeing your skin kind of like turning into its own coat. So, I mean, it kind of sounds for a lot of you like you are thinking of leaving a relationship, and that you're afraid of being alone and like being single for a time. And that it is just that message of it may be hard, but you're not trapped in this relationship, and you have every choice and every power to walk away if you so choose to. And it may be difficult, but there are other coats out there. And I think that you're coming to realize that, or you already have, I kind of felt a knowing with this pile already, that you already know. I feel like that's probably why you, I was going to say that's maybe why you picked a reading of Concise Clarity, because maybe some of you, okay, now I'm getting a bit unsure. Yeah, okay, that's the message for you. It's like, you knew, I feel like maybe you had an epiphany, like you realized, oh my god, I don't want to be here. But then when you started to think about it, you started to doubt yourself. I feel like it's like you're so close to letting go and moving on that now you're like, oh shit, like, okay, is this the right thing? And you're doubting yourself now. Yeah, we'll get into the story, shall we? What was it? 8 of Hearts. Oh yeah, and by the way, after 8 of Hearts comes 9 of Hearts, which is wish fulfillment. And that's why it's so hard. I don't know why I feel so called to talking about the symbolisms of tarot, I guess. There's something in that. Maybe a lot of you have been getting synchronicities of like, you've been getting signs showing you the way. And I feel like it's showing the way to what you really want. It's for most of you, I feel like you haven't been getting signs that you should let go of this person. You're just getting signs of what you really want, and this person is kind of just falling away. Or this situation, it doesn't have to be a person. I just think that for a lot of you it is. Yeah, it's that spotlight thing again. It's like, Joseph is the most loved son. Yeah, it's like you're realizing that you want more, or you're realizing just how better of a life you could live. You're realizing that you want to glow, like you want to shine, or that you already do shine, and that this situation is trapping you in a box that is too small for you now. It's like you've outgrown the coat. You've outgrown the coat. And there's a lot of love here. Like, I wanna stress that. There's a lot of love here. It's not to say that this person doesn't even feel like, I mean, I did call it a hostage situation at the start. But my feelings now is like, this person, and you and this person share a lot of love. No matter the situation, there's a lot of love here. And so, but like, don't be fooled into thinking that just because you share a lot of love that means that you should, that's where the most loving life is for you. I think you know that already. I think for this pile, you know. I feel like you just know already that you've outgrown this person or this coat, and that though you had a lot of great memories and times, it's time. Yeah, remember? Wait, was it you? The stopwatch? No. Yeah. I can't even remember. Why can't I remember? What does that mean? You don't need to know. Yeah, you don't need to know the details. At this point, I think you just know already. You don't need to know if it's right or wrong. You just, you know, your heart knows. You're being led. This feels very soul guided. Like, I kind of want to say it doesn't even feel like your heart that's guiding you. It feels more like your soul. Like that spotlight again. It's not like spotlight. It's kind of just like self. It's like you're ready for expansion. You're ready for yourself to be more there. I don't know what that looked like for you, but my phone just went on low battery, lower than it was already on. Okay, let's read. Of all 8 of hearts, I can't say that word. Joseph's coat of many colors. Of all 11 sons of Jacob, Joseph was his father's favorite. Jacob gifted Joseph a long coat of many colors. His brothers, seeing this beautiful, expensive gift that Joseph loved as a slight against them, hated and plotted to kill him. I was going to say plotted his revenge. I don't know why. Instead, they abandoned him in a pit and later sold him to a group of Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, stripping him of his robe and dipping it in goat's blood to convince their father that Joseph had instead been devoured by a wild animal. Upright, and by the pile zeros, the blood is returning. In pile zero, I just kind of kept saying that my fingers of eating the berries was blood. I didn't know why. And yeah, blood. Why is there blood? Why is there blood? Maybe some of you are just, maybe this situation is ending more painfully, like more, like it didn't have to be this, like maybe there's like more pain than there needed to be. Like, maybe you had a really great relationship, but the way it has got to now is more hurtful, or like blood has been shed. Like, it turned ugly, or something happened that it just feels like, oh, like, why did it have to be like this? Maybe you really, really wanted it to make it work, but it just kept showing you that it wasn't working. Something about blood. Okay, let's continue. Upright is abandonment, seeking deeper meaning, withdrawal. Yeah, I feel like you are definitely seeking deeper meaning. But I kind of feel like that might come after, actually. It's like your concise clarity. I feel like it might be different, actually. There might be some who wanted this reading directly for, like, is this right to walk away? And some of you wanted this reading for, like, why do I have to walk away? Because it feels like you really love this situation / this person, and that you wish you didn't, like, quote unquote have to walk away. Maybe you kind of feel like I said, revenge. Maybe you feel like angry at the universe, because again, with the soul, it feels like you're being led away, and yet you wish that you didn't have to be led away. I feel like saying, like, in the future you're gonna be, I feel like you already know that you're gonna be so glad that you did, because, like, there's so much more expansion and love and feelings of, like, wow, this is who I am, and, like, there are people who, like, really meet me where I'm at. I feel like maybe for a lot of you, you are in a relationship, or were in a relationship with someone who you really love but doesn't see the extent of you. It's like maybe they're not spiritual, and maybe spirituality is like an essential part of your life, and so you can no longer kind of be around or so closely connected with someone who doesn't honor that part of you, or doesn't see that part of you, or maybe doesn't support that part of you. Like, I'm being drawn to the blackness now in the back of this. I kind of feel like it is like you have so much depth to you, and I think this person or situation I'm just gonna say person. I think this person doesn't quite see your depths, and you're looking for that. You're ready to leave. Yeah, something substantial. This is a big life shift. Like, yeah, it's major. I think it will change your whole perspective of life, and yes, bring in so many blessings, and I think you know that, but I think this time it is just a bit, it will take a while to grieve, I feel like, or to really process it. Oof. Yeah, I feel like you're doing this for yourself. I think that you feel very wise to me. It feels like you, like, the fact that you're being led by your soul is like telling me that you have the ability to listen to your soul. You're willing to walk away from something that you're attached to for the sake of what you are being called towards, and that's really beautiful to me. It just feels very wise. Yeah. Okay. When this card is drawn upright, remember that sometimes the best solution for a disappointing problem is walking away. Something that once brought you joy may now only bring you pain or anxiety, and you're getting little to show for it. Figure out if the job, relationship, or other situation you're in right now has lost all meaning to you, and has lost all meaning to you, and find something or someone else that can bring a deeper meaning to your life. On the flip side, pretending a distressing emotional situation doesn't exist, or that everything is okay, is no way to deal with it either. It's time to let go and move on. Yeah. I mean, that kind of just encompassed what I was already feeling / said. Yeah, you know why you're doing this. You know why. You feel it. You feel that calling. And I don't think that, even if you came to this reading and I said, like, you should stay, I feel like Shaky Table agrees with me. The calling is undeniable to you. I think that no matter what a reading would tell you, I think that you would know. And I think that you would listen to yourself regardless of what I said. And I admire that. I admire that. Okay. So yeah, that's it for your pile. Number 3. Best of love on your expansive soul journey. I know that you will meet those that honor your entirety. I'm excited. Yeah, you're gonna find so much depth of meaning and feeling in life. I feel like you're being brought to the magic that the world has to offer you and that people have to offer you. But again, I'm feeling like there's no need to rush. I feel like this is such a significant thing for you that you'll want to take that time to really just process it, because that feels like a lot of emotion. Yeah. Okay, pile number 3. Bye. Bye. I'm just gonna keep the camera on, so feel free to head out or stay with me as I pack away your pile and prepare for pile number 4. Okay. Ooh, the air feels weird. The air feels weird. Okay. Hi, pile number 4. I have to say the air has turned weird. Welcome to your Concise Clarity reading. I'm suspicious. I heard the word I'm suspicious of you. Okay, we're gonna write that because that's meaningful. I think this is you saying this. I'm suspicious of you. I guess some of you could be like suspicious of me, like Weaver of Worlds, but I think for most of you this is a situation or a person outside of yourself, and maybe the concise clarity that you are seeking is this person trustworthy? So I am beginning by doing a little intuitive drawing, which I usually get messages from in regards to the reading. Why did I feel the need to say that? Yeah, I think maybe this person is like, or this situation, it's almost like they're overcompensating, and that is what is making you like distrustful, or like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, I think this person, I'm gonna go with this as a person, so substitute this with whatever fits your situation, but I think this person is yeah, I think they feel insecure within themselves, and I think that they really like you and are trying to like put up a front that they believe you would like, and I think they get really, really nervous around you. Let me tap into this energy a bit more. Yeah, this person feels like they have a lot of depth to them, and that I think they are generally quite secure, or generally quite grounded. I don't want to say grounded. I want to say like they know who they are, but when they're around you or when they think of you, they get flustered. They get very flustered, and I think that you are seeing the part of them that not many people would see. Like, I feel like if you were to ask around, or like ask people who knew them, the people around them would be like, what are you talking about? This person's like so chill. And I feel like that could be like, if you have done that, maybe that makes you like even more suspicious. It's like things aren't adding up. This is interesting. I'm kind of excited, to be honest. I'm curious why I drew like a lotus flower. Okay. I think this person is like trying to beautify themselves. This could be like the person you're interested in is like wearing makeup, and you're like, why are you doing that? Like, this could be very metaphorical also. Like, they're just trying to put up, they're trying to beautify themselves, trying to make themselves look better for you because they want you to like them. But it's like, I don't think that is the part of them you like. I think you like their depth. Like, I'm seeing things are falling out. Yeah, okay. The message for you is gonna be that you will see the truth. I think that like the message I was getting from that is like their facade is gonna slip and you will see the truth. I think the truth could be different for some of you, but honestly I feel like the truth is gonna be that like their authentic self is actually really charming, but I think that because it's a bit more clumsy, it's like they're trying to put on a fact that they've got things together, but they're more clumsy, I'm feeling, and they can't hold up that like facade forever. And I feel like they almost want you to poke at them because they don't, I think it's not them, it doesn't fit. Like let's show you this. This feels like this is the truth of them and that they are trying to show you that they're this. And it kind of doesn't fit with the picture, don't you think? Like, to me, it looks out of place. It may be beautiful, but it's not the beauty of this. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. It's like, it really is like, it's unstable. I want to say this isn't gonna last forever. They can't hold this up. They can't keep this up. So yeah, if that is, let me write 4. If you wanted a really concise reading, concise clarity, then that is your reading. Pile number 4, goodbye if you are leaving me. And if you want to get a bit deeper, we'll keep going into it and we'll get some cards. But yeah, the message is, I think that you will find that, I think you already know that you would find their authentic self like very attractive, because I think that is why you're like, I'm suspicious of you, because I think because I feel like you're like, why aren't you just being yourself? Why, like, just stop with the facade, stop. Like, some of you may I'm seeing this, like, you want to just strangle like, or like shake their, like, hold onto their shoulders and just like shake them out of it. Honestly, I feel like this person wouldn't mind that, because that's what I was gonna say. It's like, I think this person would kind of want you to poke at them and get them to drop the facade. Yeah, they may just need a little shake to be real with you, to to feel safe enough to open up in the way that is authentic to them. And maybe I want to do another drawing. Yeah, I think they don't fully know who you are. I think maybe you are someone quite mysterious, and that is making them, that's what's making them so nervous. Yeah, so I feel like the best way to shake them, to shake them out of this, is to be very authentic with them yourself, to show them how you really are yourself, or how you really feel, or yeah, there's just like a, show them who you are and they will realize that they can be themselves around you. That's a cheeky little fun message. I love that. I love that. Don't you love that? Yeah, that there doesn't feel like much more to say. And by the way, this second drawing feels like you. The one at the bottom. It's like you are to see how like well you two go naturally, and you know this. I think that's the part of you that you recognize, but then it's like that flower just does not fit. And I think as soon as you show them the shape of you, metaphorically, then they'll realize, oh right, yeah, this is how we match. Like, oh yeah, this flower doesn't actually fit with them, Like, this is our beauty. Yes. Oh, you guys have really cool energy. Oh, very, very cool energy. I love that. Okay, let's... that was just me admiring your energy. Let's get into this concise clarity a bit more deeply. Ooh, 8 of Spikes. This is a new deck for me. I haven't had this card yet. And beneath is 4 of Coins. Yeah, I feel like... yeah, it's 8 of Spikes is 8 of Swords, which is about feeling trapped, but you're able to get out of it. And I feel like for you, it's like... I feel like you may be getting frustrated at them by their not sharing their truth, but are you sharing your truth? Or like, have you really tried to show them that it's okay, that they can be themselves, or what you really want? I feel like there's just a call to be a bit more, to recognize more that you have more control than you may feel, or that you can make moves. Maybe you feel like you can't make moves, but this is like, you have more power than you think. And I feel like with the 4 of Coins at the bottom, it's like you really do want to hold on to this connection. I feel like you value this connection, but you're unsure whether or not it's right for you, whether or not they are someone... You're just unsure. You're unsure. And I think that your clarity will come a lot through understanding that you have, like, I'm seeing his tail as like a hand that can grab. You can grab. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Yeah, you have more control. Let's read it. But that's not to say that the situation that you're in is easy, or that they're making it easy even. It's just that, like, it's a great thing to know that there are moves that you can take, even if it's kind of annoying or or difficult. Okay, 8 of Spikes. So this is the Storyteller's Tarot, and so there's a story about the Jersey Devil. And then there's also a description that we'll probably get into afterwards. Also known as the Leeds Devil, this creature inhabits the Pine Barrens in New Jersey, USA, and is often described as letting out a paralyzingly blood-curdling pile 0 blood. There is blood in a lot of these piles. And I was joking about how my berry juice was like blood earlier. And I don't know why blood is tying into all these readings. Okay. Yeah, but to me it feels like there doesn't need to be bad blood between you. I feel like maybe your frustrations are causing more distance than there needs to be. And maybe I'm kind of feeling a bit of an energy of like, maybe you just need to be the bigger person, like quote unquote bigger person. And not that you need to be, it's just like, do you want that? Because I feel like this is about returning to your heart. Like, spikes are all about the mind, so I feel like you might be very feeling trapped in your mind about this and going, it feels quite destructive, like you are feeling distressed around this. And I feel like a lot of your clarity will come by going more into your heart space and what you truly desire, and then allowing that to unfold. Yeah, I saw a beautiful light pink energy then. Yeah, maybe even imagining the colour light pink would help you. Breathing, yeah, you need to breathe. Breathe and soften, yeah. I feel like you have kind of tensed around this situation and maybe grown spiteful. And I think even if it's hard, that your own inner voice is asking you to soften and to approach the situation with love. Okay, back to the Jersey Devil, or the Leeds Devil. And it's often described as letting out a paralyzingly blood-curdling scream to those who get too close. I feel like that's you, actually. I feel like you are frustrated at them for putting up a facade, but actually you are not taking steps to close the gap of closeness either. I think the reason why they've put up this flower is because you have been distant. I think you haven't opened yourself up to this person. And I think that this is your call not to get angry at them, at like this kind of trying to please you, or I feel like this is kind of on you to close the gap and to really tap into your heart and what you truly want and what you feel comfortable with. What does your heart call you to do? And I feel like it's softening. I feel like a need to soften and not place so much blame, and understand that maybe both of you have been playing the same game. Like, both of you have been causing distance. I don't think it's anyone's like fault. I think that you both are feeling disconnected from one another, and both are having different like emotional reactions to that. I feel like you're both actually in a lot of stress right now, and I feel like the guidance is kind of just to drop your guards, like like be real. Be loving, like open back up to your heart. What does your heart really desire? I feel like there could be some tears to shed together, because I feel like you both really want this, but you're causing distance for whatever reasons. I feel like you've kind of both like made the other's fears worse. It's like, because he is, or she, or they, because they are displaying a false part of themselves, that has caused you to step back and like be more observant and like close off your heart more. And because you have stepped back, they open this flower even more, because they're trying to show you that they're worth it, that they want to be there for you, they want to show you what you want to see. But because they're opening, they're showing more of the part of themselves that is like yearning, and not the secure part of themselves, that is causing you to step back even more and question. So I really feel like you're both causing each other more distress, and it's kind of one of you is kind of gonna, or both of you, like there's just a call to drop the armor, drop the shields in front of your vulnerabilities, and be real. Be truthful. Yeah, be very true. I think like this person really wants you to like I just think that both of you really care for one another and hold deep feelings for one another, and feel like you're two peas in a pod. Like, I feel like you both see so much potential together, and your fears are really being exacerbated at this time. I feel a lot of frustration. Ugh, this is an annoying situation. I get it. Like, why? Why are they putting up the facade? But really, I feel like this is allowing you to see your own coping mechanisms, see your own fears, and allowing you to choose to close the gap if that is what you want to choose. Ah, beautiful. This is so beautiful. I'm thank you, pile number 4, for like allowing me to feel into this energy. I genuinely find this so beautiful. Ah, yeah. Okay. Like, I'm also so happy because like these drawings will be in this notebook for as long as I have this notebook, and there are a lot of pages in this notebook. Maybe I'll keep this notebook forever. So it's like, it's so special. I'm so happy that you get to be a part of my notebook. Not my notebook, of O Paper. Mr. O Paper. That's his name. Okay. Popular legend in the area claims that the Jersey Devil was the 13th child of Jane Leeds, a woman who lived in the area in 1735. After finding out she was pregnant for the 13th time, Mother Leeds cursed the child in frustration, crying out that the child would be the devil. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of like cursing this person. Like, I'm not saying that you're doing that extreme, but kind of giving the sideward glance. But we've got into that already. Upon its birth, the child transformed into a hideous creature with a goat's head, hooves, leathery wings, and a forked tail, and flew out of the house via the chimney and escaped into the pipes, haunting them ever since. Upright. Imprisonment, paralysis, self-imposed restrictions. Reversed, reflection, letting go of the past, openness to new perspectives. Yes. I kind of want to hold that up in case you want to read that again later. Okay. When upright, you are likely crippling by the fear of getting hurt. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah. That is why you're distancing yourself. That is why you go to feeling suspicious. I feel like there's almost a big part of you that wanted me to tell you, yes, this is an untrustworthy person. Because then it would be easier. Then you could back off. Then you'd be safe. But because you care about this person, it's like... I love it. Okay. When upright, you are likely crippled by the fear of getting hurt, and this has restricted your path forwards. Trapped between a rock and a hard place, stuck in a mountain of debt, a dead-end career, or an abusive relationship, you feel tightly constrained by your options and are worried that there is no clear path out of your situation. In reality, you need to realize that the only person keeping you prisoner is your own mind. You need to evaluate the situation as it truly is, not just how you perceive it to be. It is highly likely that your fears of being trapped are unfounded, and you just need a new perspective to see the exit. You are not powerless, and cursing others for keeping you trapped is simply just you playing the victim. You have everything you need to move on. Now, I don't think this is reversed, but I'll read it in case there are some messages. The reversed 8 of Spikes indicates that you are ready to change your way and take responsibility for your own situations in life. Negative patterns no longer serve you, and the way out is clearer with each passing moment. You've worked through a difficult time, and allowing yourself to be open to new experiences and approaches will result in you taking greater accountability for yourself and where you are in life. I love that for you. I really love that. That summed it up very well, I think. It felt flip because to me, this is like, you fear that it is good because that means that you have to open up. And that was kind of talking about you fear it's bad because of, yeah, that part is irrelevant. I don't feel that for you. And I'm the reader. So yeah, this is my perspective on your energy, your situation. I hope this has provided you with clarity. I love you so much. Powerful, thank you for bringing me this energy. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Bye!